It's our favorite part show. It's our favorite part show. It's our favorite part show. It's our favorite part show.
What up, dogs?
I felt like no one was going to take it that time.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I won't.
well, no, if you felt it,
No, you said I can't.
I've been waiting for you to usurp me all week.
I did.
It was a
Yeah,
test,
it was
but
a
you
test.
didn't pass the test.
I tried to usurp you 2 days ago, and you didn't
That was
let
the
me.
wrong time.
Oh,
this,
my God.
this was the right time. That was the window. You've always got to be ready,
How are the rules
young
change?
Kimasabi. Yeah, I see myself as a master splinter of types.
Yes.
Master Shifu, perhaps. Some sort of old rat.
Yep.
That
makes me
skilled in martial arts.
I'd be Leonardo,
Mm-hmm.
Michelangelo,
And Donatello.
and
The other one.
who's the fourth one? Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo.
Shit, what is the other one?
DiCaprio.
Don't look at me.
They're all
Hang on,
Renaissance
Zach's
artists.
trying to spell it to us. Right, Raphael.
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 Yeah, Raphael.
So I'm those
Raphael's
four.
the one with the red. No, Raphael's the one who always eats the pizza.
That's the orange.
Is that?
Orange is
Yeah.
orange is the goofy one.
Yeah, that's right.
Blue is like the main one.
Yeah.
Purple's the smart one, and red's like the tough guy.
Yeah.
It's like the Spice Girls.
What?
Well, they all
I was
have
gonna
their
say,
thing.
What about the Powerpuff Girls? Do you remember
There's
them?
3 of them. Yeah. Green is like sporty tough.
Well, no, they have names.
I don't remember their names. Sugar, spice, everything nice.
Very close.
I don't remember the names though, but I remember the colours.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
No.
Oh, they're the rice
It's
bubbles.
breakfast.
They're the rice bubbles.
But you're close. You said it just then.
Crackle,
Nope.
pop,
Nope.
snap.
Bubbles.
Close. Oh.
Oh, bubbles. One's
Yeah.
called.
Bubbles is the blue one.
Oh, which one's the monkey?
No, that's
Yeah.
just the monkey.
Oh, right,
So
that's
am
just
I
the
right in
monkey.
saying green's the tough chick?
Yes.
Red is the leader.
There's no red. There's only 3 of them.
There's no red?
Green,
There's
blue,
3.
and pink.
Oh, one's pink, is it? Pink's the
Yeah.
leader.
Yes.
She's like
yes.
the main
yes.
girl.
And Bubbles is like baby
she's
Spice.
like she's like baby.
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah. She's like
a bit goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've also got the Power Rangers,
Go go Power Rangers. Bow.
who they don't they have a transformer type thing. That do they
Yeah,
all have a
they do.
card? Do they all
I think it's rings, right? They put their rings together and they
turn
transform.
into a big thing?
Yep, big robot.
What about
Oh,
Planet,
right.
Captain Planet?
Yep, also rings.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing the rings together.
Yep.
That also happens in the the film Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something different.
Oh no! If you've seen the movie, you'll get the reference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Are you
exact.
talking about asses?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I don't
right.
need to get into it. I mean,
Okay.
for the Requiem of a Dream heads, they'll know the scene I'm talking about, and they'll go, "That was quick."
I know we always fall into movie chat, but I finally watched Eyes Wide Shut.
What's that one again?
Haven't seen it.
Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise.
I don't know if I've seen it.
It's like 99 or 2000, and I think it was the last film they ever did while they were together. But
What happens in
weird
that? What is
film.
that?
Because I always heard like it's really weird and it's really sexy and it's like really meh. And I was like, oh Lord, yeah.
It is
a lot.
strange the
She's
idea
just
of
naked like the whole time in it. I'm gonna be honest.
Nicole Kidman. is
Yeah,
in it.
and if she's not naked, then she's got a pair of undies on, in every scene. And he goes to a big like orgy castle, and
What is
Yeah.
the what is it? Like, what's the?
they play like a married couple with a kid, and they're just having problems, and then they try and like spice it up. And,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Yeah, they
basically-
spice it
yeah,
up.
but it's like it's one of those weird dark films. Like, and you're watching, and you're like, this is like nightmare shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream is exactly that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't make you feel good.
Yeah,
I'm looking at other foursomes online. You got Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, yeah, because my head was in Eyes Wide Shut. Yeah, yeah. I was like, mate, you get banned off the work computers again. You only just get your internet access back.
I got a bit of business.
No, hang on. What was that? What was the one that you had there?
Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it doesn't-
Now
it doesn't
we're
fit the
going off
colours.
into different. Yeah. I
Because you
thought
could
we
just
were
say
about
Friends
superheroes.
and Will and Grace and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true,
It's
true,
sort of.
true,
I
true.
think they need to be
What about Chipmunks? Alvin and
Alvin and
Chipmunks?
yeah. That's a trio, famous
Yeah.
trio.
What about
Do you remember when?
Ben, Liam, and Belle?
Yeah, well, the best,
Rings together.
the best trio of them all. Do you remember when Chipmunk songs had a hold over everyone in like
Oh.
2007?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, everyone's ringtone would be like, "Goddamn it, bottom things, things."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was just whatever it was sped up.
Yep. And it was like, I got the Chipmunk version of the Lady Gaga song. Oh, we should. Oh, we can't play them.
No.
See, back in the day in the Off-Air podcast, when we laughed at the face of music rights.
Yep.
We would have probably had a full chipmunk off just then.
Well,
and it would have been great.
It's a good segue into keep your submissions coming. If you want to do a new intro for the podcast, that is your submission to win the $500+ headphones. Well, thanks to Harvey Norman. Just email to blb@novaentertainment.com.au. We would love for you to create the show intro. I have got an email here to the blb@novaentertainment.com.au email from Beck Evans. Do you remember Beck Evans? She reached out probably 4, 5, 6 months ago, and she was going back through really old podcasts.
Oh, yeah, that's
and she
right.
sent a spreadsheet of questions.
That's right, yeah. Well, Beck, hey, first of all, you probably won't hear this for a few years, but really appreciate your time going through. And
Well, she's back again with more questions.
wonderful.
So if you would like, I can read these out.
Yeah, rip through.
So these are going back to 2021.
Mhm.
Podcast name, yes, Daddy, chunk me.
Mm-hmm.
Question. The voicemail, by the way, I haven't read these, so we're
Okay,
all
yeah.
getting these real time.
Okay, good.
The voicemail from Jan that had her being disgruntled about you saying the kid Leroy was 7 years old, and she says dumbasses. Was that a real call?
Honestly, I don't even
remember. I don't
remember.
remember.
I can't tell you.
I don't remember the context that it played.
I remember you doing that Kid Leroy bit
We said it was young, right?
because every time you would make the gag.
We'd say the gag was you got younger and younger, and it ended up being about 7.
yeah. Because
Because remember, it was like, oh, he's 12th birthday. And then the next one was like, oh, he's 10 today. And then it ended up being about 7.
Um,
I can't
yeah, I
remember.
don't know.
Look, I don't remember, but if I had to guess, I would say it was probably made up because we didn't have a voicemail system.
Yeah, because
Doesn't sound-
Unless the only way it would have been real was if they called reception and left the voicemail.
or
Yep.
Insta DM audio.
Could have been.
maybe.
Or, if the producers recorded the call off air in another studio. or something
Potentially,
like
yeah,
that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
would have to listen to it
To
to
give
tell
you
you.
the right
I could listen
answer.
to it and be like, that was actually me doing that voice.
Podcast name. Oh, thank you, Wendy Chapman. Belle, this is for you. Has your funeral plan updated? Has your funeral photo updated? Because, of course, you have planned your funeral.
Oh, it's very funny. She asked that. As of last weekend, I have changed it because my friend said it was inappropriate.
What was it?
It was a topless photo of me, but it was cropped just to my head because I really like the photo of my face in it.
What do you mean?
And so I cropped it so it was just my face for my funeral photo. And then I was talking about it with a friend. And she was like, "I think you can tell that you don't have anything on." And I was like, "Really?" So I've changed it now.
Mm.
It was a really nice
Yeah, it's
photo.
pretty rare to have nudes on the card. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, a friend took it at a nude beach, and I just looked really nice. I just looked really lovely. And
You
then
could Photoshop like a
Something respectable on. Yeah.
a high-necked shirt with a choker on or something. like
Real
that,
high neck.
Just to dress it up. A turtle. You could even do a turtleneck.
She died a virgin. No, I just changed it to a nice one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's your answer for that one. Episode title: Sleeping Next to Darth Vader. You mentioned you became friends. This sounds funny. You mentioned you became friends with a listener, Chriso. Apologies if I spelled his name incorrectly. Are you still friends?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we
actually,
are still friends with Chriso.
I saw him last. Well, I saw him what? I don't know, 3 weeks ago.
I literally saw him on the weekend. Went to the park.
Yeah.
Went to the park.
And that is a space reserved for the most special of listeners.
Yep.
You can be so close to the pod that you become our friends.
You get in the
We
inner
hang-
circle.
we will hang
And Ben
out with
only
you on the
has 2
weekend.
friends, so that's really not.
Schwimmers No Pit is the title. Question: Did Liam really buy 20 listeners' coffees, or does Nova pay for them? He lost, dead or alive. I think work probably
I
paid
think
for it,
work
right?
probably paid for them. Yeah.
How did we even
Sorry
do
to ruin
that?
the magic.
I think work paid for that.
I think
yeah.
it was like first 20 people to call up and pay for your chat, your coffee.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
the bit was Liam would pay for your coffees. They would then go to like Chibo. Rip. They're not,
Chibo's still kicking.
not all of them.
No.
Just there's one that did.
Oh, really?
Or all of
No,
them.
the brand got bought out.
Did it?
Yes.
Chibo?
Oh, ripped it.
Yeah.
Chibo's a giant.
No, not anymore. Starbucks bought it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Got
Mate,
done by the
keep
bar.
up with your Adelaide news. There was a
But
huge cry.
Is the
upcry
buck
for it.
keeping Chibo going, or is it rebranding it to
It's complete-
Starbucks?
all rebranded now to
Oh,
Starbucks.
I mean, that's so much brand safety there. So much
Hey,
brand
but you know
awareness.
what's still going? Funk.
Oh, yeah.
That's what counts.
To be fair, I like Starbucks. It
What
reminds
about-
me of being overseas.
the wild
Why would we-
I'm feeling pretty warm this morning.
These are very
I don't want any
Adelaide.
bean.
These are very Adelaide references, but at the Elizabeth Shopping Centre, they used to have a Billy Baxter's.
Yeah, dude, Billy Baxter slapped. My mum would do all her like mum catch ups at Billy Baxter's at the village.
Baxter's.
Is that a cafe?
It's a
Yeah,
cafe.
when I was old enough at school, I could walk and meet mum at Billy Baxter's. She'd just be there with Louise or Ange or one of the girls.
And then I can imagine you just sitting like
Billy
pulling
Baxter's.
up a chair and just like sitting there with your blazer
Yeah.
on, like me.
Billy Baxter's is a real there it is. It's a real northern suburbs. It's like a
Hang on, is it
it.
dead now?
it's
know.
not at the village anymore, unfortunately. R.I.P. to Billy Baxter's. Your classic muffin break might have done a number on us there.
Getting through these. Got 2 more to go. And then she's put extra questions, but we don't have to answer them. Yeah, I know. It lives in my head rent free. Billy
Dude,
Baxter's.
Hundo. Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be, I believe, at the Elizabeth Shopping Centre. It used to be opposite Godfrey's.
Oh yeah, the
Stuck in my head.
vacuum shop. Yeah.
All right. My wad is so tight. That's the title. Question is,
I apologise for all the.
I do like that we used to name them over funny quotes from the show.
Yeah.
And Liam would sit there at like 9:05 with his laptop and go, "What should the podcast be called today?"
Yeah.
And then we just throw out stupid things.
Liam got all 5 dead or alive people correct. Ben then had the punishment of cleaning Liam's car. Did he actually do it? I don't have any memory
Oh,
of
was that,
cleaning
that
it.
was the car wash? Remember we did the car wash?
Think so. No, that was for when we were doing listeners' cars.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think I did.
No, I don't believe so. I think,
sounds about right.
yeah, I think anything that was like Ben had to do something, I doubt he would have to do it. But I can assure you, I was glugging the
Yeah.
detergent.
You did all the like gross things like the punishment.
Yeah.
The only thing you didn't do from memory was was paying for the coffees.
yeah, I feel
that
like
was also-
monetary. like I probably wouldn't have given someone a grand out of
Yeah.
my own.
I vividly remember having a meeting with the big boss. He used to love the segment, and he said, "Hey, like let's," because I think we hadn't done it for a week or 2, and he's like, "Let's keep doing it. I love it." And then we were like, "We have no more punishments left." And then he was like, "What about if Liam pays for all the listeners' coffees?" And then he said he'd get the work cut.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
And I would find out about them on the day. I'm like, damn it.
Yeah, you never knew about him.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. That the worst one was definitely the detergent in the mouth. But I'm trying to work out what.
I waxed your thigh once.
There was
Remember that?
electrocution.
Yeah.
Who got their ass? No, you got your ass waxed.
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
The Ben actually got
In
the
their deep.
taint. Yeah.
I get
Oh,
some
the spray
punishments every
tan.
now and then.
Yeah, the spray tan. I got heavily spray tanned.
I reckon one of them was a frosty.
Yes, I did get a frosty.
Did
on
you
my
just
arm.
hang on? Did I just go past? Did you just say you get waxed regularly now?
No, I said I do sometimes get punishments.
Oh, for some reason.
I also get waxed regularly.
Yeah, no, you did go through a lot. I'm sorry.
All right, last one here. Steroid burrito is the title. Question: Liam, this is a longer one. Liam explained that he booked an Airbnb that required everyone to be over the age of 28. He lied and said that most were over 30 and others were all 27, but they were in fact all 25. The lady then asked for all their IDs.
Yes.
What did you end up doing, Liam? Did you Photoshop the IDs?
No, what happened is COVID cooked that trip. We were all going to go over for Kings of Leon to Melbourne from memory. And yeah, I think they didn't, for whatever reason with COVID and stuff, it didn't happen. So
And now you could stay there.
now I am 28. I am,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I might actually book it out. That'd be fun. But yeah, no, that was awkward. When she asked for the IDs, I'm like, who does that?
Yeah, it's weird.
But also, what a weird age to... That kind of shits me because that's not the law. That's just like, what, you've got a investment property and then you're just going to make your own rules up? Come
We
on.
actually had a lovely Airbnb lady. We were booking an Airbnb and we contacted her and said, "Hey, do you have a porta cot?" Because sometimes I have it on the ad, sometimes I don't. And she didn't have it on the ad, so we messaged her and she said, "I don't, but I'll go find one for you." And then we were like, "No, it's fine. We've got one. We just didn't know to bring it or not."
Oh,
Real above and beyond type service.
But like,
That's nice.
just, like you could be 25 and you could... I'm just thinking about it more now. I'm getting angry about it again. You could be 25 and you could be like...
Legally?
You could be an accountant or you could be 28 and you could smoke ice and
Oh,
that's
it's definitely ageist.
Because
yeah, do you know what I mean?
when
I'm like,
you-
what?
When you hire a car,
It's 25.
it's 25.
Yeah.
And
Is that?
Yeah.
Yes, for cheaper insurance.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
yeah. I know that.
It's
yeah,
25.
But you
so
can
she
get
could have
one.
done. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she could have done 25 for that. Or let's just go by the 21 rule. Although 21-year-olds do have wild parties still, I think.
I suppose
Maybe.
I get it. Like if you have a couple of bad experiences, you're probably never again. But ID, come on.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is. I don't know if I'm using this word right. It is an arbitrary age. You know what I mean? Like it's like why 25?
Maybe
Why
because once you turn 28, it's all downhill to 30, and she knows that everyone will just be a bit boring at that point, and they'll probably just be like,
I know some 30-year-olds like to party.
"Do you, mate?"
I'm one of them, mate.
I mean, I for one gave an Airbnb a run for its money a couple of weeks ago.
Yep.
With a bunch of 28+-year-olds.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that the story you told me about your mate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's the one.
Is that
not,
the one?
Not for off-air pod.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's the story.
That's
yeah.
the story, yeah.
Yeah. For the record, like, my parents know that story.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
So that, you know what
So
I mean?
then why can't the podcast?
I don't know if the
No.
podcast can know. And by mate, Ben means me. he was just being protective.
All right, we better
yeah.
wrap this up. Thanks for your questions, Beck. Love them. There was a couple of
Yeah,
extra
appreciate
ones,
that,
but we just
Beck.
didn't get time
I
to.
love
so
that.
sorry.
Actually, and yeah, if anyone's ever got, well, yeah, that's what the whole pod squad plod. Whatever we ended up calling it. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Pod Squad Plod.
if you've ever got any cues, we can get you on the phone, or you can just send them in or whatever.
That was actually, sorry, just really quickly, that was actually one of her questions that we didn't get time to. She just said, do you miss getting podcasters on the podcast?
I actually do. So we could.
The biggest problem with that was we loved doing it. We always said we loved doing it. It was just people weren't answering their phones. And so a lot of the time we would call people and it would just ring out. And that was like, and you'd call 5 people and then you'd have to just start the podcast.
Well, then we changed it to posting the number and saying go, and then having people
Yes,
call.
That
us.
was
right.
fun.
That was
fun.
That was fun.
But then the same people started calling.
Yeah.
They were abusing it.
Yeah, it should have been you get given a ticket once you've been on,
Yep.
and that's it, and you can't
Ticket
do
system.
it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one plod question. They said, "Oh, what happened to the Sunday pod last week?" And I'm going to be upfront. Totally forgot. Totally forgot. Had one ready to go, but it will be business as usual come this.
Will
Sunday.
there be a 10-minute?
Oh, God, no.
No.
No, that would break the format.
Yeah. Okay. Don't
Bit of a hook for it, though,
Well,
Belle. You said it's got a twist in it, this one.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So,
But it's easy to follow, but it's got a twist.
all right. If you like twists and true crime, look out for that on Sunday.
And that's it.
Liked that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.